from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A busy day for the Henrico School Board yesterday. We've got your full recap on today's Henrico News Minute for Friday, June 25th, 2021. It's brought to you today by Henrico County and Virginia Career Works.
And now for the news.
A busy day yesterday for the Henrico School Board, which, among other things, gave Superintendent Amy Cashwell about a $38,000 raise, bumping her salary up to more than $255,000 per year. That'll take effect July 1 when the new fiscal year begins. Her current salary is just shy of $218,000 according to salary records. The money for the raise came from the county's general government, so no school district funding will be redirected. School Board Chair Roscoe Cooper III said, quote, "I speak on behalf of each of my peers by saying to you, thank you for your continued excellence and service to the employees, students, families, and citizens of Henrico County," end quote. He was addressing Cashwell during yesterday's meeting. Cashwell became superintendent in July of 2018. In August, board members voted to extend her contract for 2 years through June of 2024. Also at yesterday's meeting, the school board heard about plans to revise a proposal that would start the 2022-23 school year before Labor Day. That proposal was announced 2 weeks ago. It suggested that the school year would begin August 29th, 2022, a week earlier than usual, and would end June 16th of 2023, which is about the traditional end date. But a number of parents and other stakeholders were miffed that the year would start earlier and not end earlier. So a new proposal now would end the year on June 9th, 1 week earlier. Almost 2,000 people responded to a survey asking for input about the idea, according to Chief of Staff Beth Tigan. There's also a traditional post-Labor Day start option that would keep things relatively the same as they are currently. The school year would begin September 6th and end June 16th the following year. You can find out more about these proposals on henricocitizen.com by clicking on News and then Education. The school board is expected to vote later this year on a final calendar. It'll hold a virtual information session July 14th for employees. The following day, it will hold 2 more sessions for families. Beginning next week, 3 Henrico middle schools will serve as COVID-19 vaccination sites for students in a new partnership with the Richmond and Henrico health districts. Elko Middle, Tuckahoe Middle, and Brooklyn Middle will be the 3 sites offering the Pfizer vaccine to those 12 years and older starting June 30th. Students will be able to return to those same locations for their second doses. Now, officials have not yet provided specific details about dates and times at which vaccinations will occur at each school, but they're planning to do that soon. So far, about 40% of Henrico children between the ages of 12 and 17 have gotten at least their first dose of the vaccine, and almost 30% have received their second shots. The board yesterday also unanimously voted to rename 2 football facilities at Varina High School in honor of 2 community legends. The stadium and football field will be renamed for James E. Dawkins, while the field house will be renamed for Woodrow Sandiford. Dawkins was one of the first black football players at Varina and later rejoined the school as a custodian. He died last January. Sandiford, better known as Coach Woody, is a graduate of the school who returned there as an employee in 1963 and is still actively involved in the football program. And school system officials have a little more than a month to draft a proposal about how they plan to spend more than $78 million from the 3rd round of elementary and secondary school emergency relief, or ESSER, funds from the federal government. By August 1st, the district must have a proposed plan on its website that details how it plans to use that money, which is intended to address the impact of COVID-19 on elementary and secondary schools. Now, school system officials already have allocated the first 2 rounds of ESSER funding. The first allotted amount totaled $9.3 million, while the second was $34.8 million. With that second batch, the school system purchased 52 additional buses, 10 minivans, Wi-Fi hotspots for students, as well as added bandwidth, and also air filters and purifiers. Next month, the district will receive input from stakeholders, according to Chief Financial Officer John Wack, and its proposed plan will then be posted online shortly thereafter. The board will review the plan at its August 12th work session and hold a public hearing August 26th before finalizing the plan and presenting it to the Virginia Department of Education by September 1st. Our education coverage now comes to you from Anna Bryson, our new education reporter. She's here with us full-time thanks to a partnership with Report for America, and you can contribute to Anna's position. Report for America will match every donation we receive, dollar for dollar, up to $25,000. You can make a contribution of any amount at henricocitizen.com/contribute. And if you make it through Report for America, it's a tax-deductible donation. We appreciate your support. If you're looking for work, you can attend a drive-through job fair on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll take place at the Henrico Government Center, 4301 East Parham Road. The event is coordinated by the Capital Region Workforce Partnership. It'll offer information about employment resources and opportunities throughout the Richmond region. For details, call 652-3220 or visit vcwcapital.com. That's capital with an A. On Tuesday night, the Henrico Board of Supervisors passed a resolution that authorizes the execution of an agreement with Scout Development LLC. That's the developer of Facebook's data center at the White Oak Technology Park. It will permit Scout to install improvements and utilities within a 20-foot county utility easement at White Oak. Those improvements would include fiber installation and water and sewer installation. Facebook opened the first phase of its data center last August. It is expected to build a 2.5 million square foot facility on 328 acres over several years. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Henrico County and Virginia Career Works, which will host its Springback Employment and Resource Fair on June 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For details, you can visit vcwcapital.com. That's capital with an A.